You may find times when you need to save your resume from Word to RTF format in order to upload to some resume banks, or for recruiters that need to copy and paste into their own formatting on an ATS system. It's always a good idea to have this type of format saved and ready to go. Once you save to this format, you may need to do some additional tweaking to the formatting to make it look professional in this type of format as well. Most especially if you have any table formatting involved, although sometimes you may not need to do much tweaking at all. It's easy to save into this type of format. Let me show you the steps. Just click on File, Save As, and then browse to the folder that you want to save this document in. Since we've already saved on the desktop a folder called Resumes, make sure you browse to the place that you saved your folder. As when saving to other formats, such as the lower version of Word, a great way of keeping organized is to create a folder that contains all of the different versions of your resume in different file formats. Just make sure that you create one folder to store your different versions and other folders by company name to store your targeted resumes. Since we're going to be saving into rich text format, or RTF for short, I'm going to click on the down arrow next to Save as Type, and I'm going to choose Rich Text Format. I'll stick with the same naming convention I've been using, and I'll type in Marianne Siegert, and as you can see, the other files that we've been saving are there as well. And I'm just going to call it Marianne Siegert Resume, and this is RTF. It's automatically going to put that extension on there for me, so I'm just going to click on Save. And again, the last step is to always check the formatting and to make changes to the document that's needed. So since we saved down to PDF, this is in a table, it still looks good. I don't see anything that we need to make a change to here. Go down to the second page and check it as well. And everything stayed intact. You may also need to take your name and contact information out of the header. Some older ATS systems will not be able to read this information. I've also found that some resume banks have had problems with information contained in the headings as well. It'll just come out as a black bar and you can't read your name or contact information. Now, since your name and contact information is probably something that you want to make sure that you include, you can just cut and paste the information from the header into the main body of the resume. Let me show you how to do that. I'm just going to go into the header. I'm going to do a Control-A to select everything, Control-X to cut it, and then I'm going to go back into my document here and get out of the header. I want to make sure that I'm at the very, very top of my document. So I'm going to hit Control and then Home. Now I'm at the very top of my document. I want to make sure that I set my style back to normal. So I'm going to do a Control Shift and the letter N for normal. And I can see that just a little bit of a slight twitch in the computer there means that I have been set back to the normal style. And I'm ready to paste. And you could do Control V to paste. Now make sure that you recheck your formatting one more time. Everything looks fine, it's all spaced well, and that's it. Saving from Word format to RTF is easy. You may need to do some cleaning up after saving to RTF and consider moving some information from your header into the main body of your document prior to uploading to your resume banks. But with a little time and patience, you can once again have a professional-looking resume ready and available when needed. And remember to take several copies of your main or your masterpiece resume with you to the interview to hand out as part of your package instead of this RTF version.